from the last time.
That was great.
Good morning, good noon, and good night, citizens of Upland. You are watching the Upland Action. Nope, you are watching Pub Crawl. Life sucks, let's drink. I'm joined by his pet, Nietzschean, and Mars, Utah. And we are going to crawl around the metaverse known as Upland here in San Francisco. So, how are we all doing today? Are we ready to drink and crawl?
Hello.
Fantastic, Left House. Just ready to visit all these wonderful watering holes of San Francisco and Fresno.
Sounds
Yeah,
good
looking
to me.
forward.
Yeah, all right. So what's the deal here? How do we start this off? What do we need to know? What do we do here?
Well, let me go ahead and get you guys some addresses first.
Sweet. Yes.
That's usually how we do it. So first and foremost, hello all you llama leshies. We know that the holidays have been a blast, and if Left House is anything to go on, much turkey has been had. So today, we thought we'd just de-bloat and float. So welcome to the new segment, Life Sucks, Let's Day Drink.
Very good.
This marks the first Upland Nights Pub Crawl of 2021. Hopefully there will be many more, maybe even broadcast.
Yes. Absolutely.
Please remember that COVID-19 rules apply, so keep those explorers 6 feet apart. Grab your beer goggles and masks, and you may also want to grab a plastic doggy bag for all those $1 hot dogs that no one should consume.
Oh,
Right
God, I
on.
miss
So how many
those.
places are we going to hit up and get sloshed at?
10 places, sir.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Are we
And as
gonna-
everyone knows,
we gonna make it past the first one?
yeah, there'll be a link, by the way, to Virtually Alcoholics Anonymous below for anyone who just can't make it.
Fair
So
enough.
everything begins and ends with Sir, with me, as everyone knows. And that's how this pub crawl is going to go. We're going to start with Sir's 292 Ivy Street, which is the famous Ebb and Flow. Ebb and Flow is a laid-back neighborhood wine bar that focuses on family-owned vineyards and small producers. They accept all major payment except UPX.
Yes, I don't remember when I bought this place. And honestly, I hardly ever go there anymore. But if you guys want to check it out, check it out. I was trying to find some history on this pub. There's not a lot out there to go on.
No, let me jump in quick. What was that address one more time?
292 Ivy Street.
All right.
I'm sending
All
myself
right.
there now.
Yeah, I was hoping there was some cool history. There probably is. It's just not posted anywhere. I was thinking, well, I was hoping that the owner named it after Clive, Clive Blake. He's a famous poet.
Yeah.
He has a poem called Ebb and Flow, but there's no connection there whatsoever. But I could read you the poem if you guys want me.
Please.
I'm pretty sure. All right. So this is Ebb and Flow by Clive Blake. The seasons come and the seasons go. The seasons ebb and the seasons flow. The spring green hue, the rich autumn gold, the clear summer blue, and the gray winter cold. The changing mask of our Mother Earth, winter her death, spring her rebirth. Spring starts the tune, autumn beats the time, summer sings the song, winter blows the chime. The seasons change, it all is the same. Nature's illusion, her own magic game. The seasons come, the seasons go, the seasons ebb, and the seasons flow. Now everyone drink up.
Sláinte.
That was a beautiful
I like
reading.
that. That was very, very cool.
Yeah, I love that.
What's so important about this pub? Anyone have any clue? Is it located anywhere cool? Is it part of a collection?
Now is it 292 Ivy Street?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I hit the street view from Upland, I go inside a Pilates studio, which is
Yeah, that's because the building address, ladies and gentlemen, a disclaimer, the building's addresses do not match the property addresses. So some very cool clubs just look like bakeries. And it's very boring.
You caught us, Mars. You caught us. We're really into Pilates over here.
no, it's pretty funny.
Wait, how can you do Pilates if you're not limber enough by drink?
Yes, and it'll help you work off all those calories as well.
Exactly.
And it is in Civic Center is the district, right on the edge of Civic
yeah.
Center.
Oh,
Near the old Capitol there.
that must have been when I first started and didn't know how to figure out the boundaries and thought I was buying into something really cool.
Yeah,
Actually, it's funny. I know it. I know Ebb and Flow, and I had no idea Sir owned it. In here, it's been around for a long time, and they make some amazing drinks.
Yeah, I feel your pain, Nietzsche, and I didn't turn the boundary lines on for way longer than I care to admit. I hit everywhere but Haight Ashbury when I started playing this game.
Yep.
Well, it also says the boxing room on it. There's a little emblem on the thing there with a knife and fork.
Boxing room.
There's a lot of those.
Oh, this is a very
One of them, I'm pretty sure, someone's basement. By the way, just so we're clear.
Not
All right.
bad.
So next up
Yeah.
is 7645 North Blackstone Avenue.
7645.
North Blackstone.
North
Who owns
Blackstone
that?
Avenue.
Is that Surrey's?
This is actually Surrey's. It's a famous Dave's barbecue, and I've been to a few of these myself, and I have to say the best thing on the menu is a Sammy Smith's Patty Porter
I'm not
and the
finding it.
ribs.
76?
It's
All right, Surrey's cool. He came in just a few months ago. He was somebody we
7645.
helped level up. T. Davis actually helped him out quite a bit. And you're right, Dave's Barbecue is
got
not only
nothing.
famous in San Francisco, but he has a franchise. He's really well known for his barbecue. But that group, Dave's Famous Barbecue franchise itself, has taken two of the best West titles for barbecue and over 300 barbecue trophies since they opened up. And what's really interesting about this is he serves some of his menu items on a garbage can lid, which goes back to his earlier days when he was growing up on west side of Chicago. He didn't have a lot of money, and he only had one little barbecue dump, basically. And what he would do, he'd go and smoke all his meat in a garbage can, and then he would actually serve that meat on the lid of the garbage can to his patrons.
That's
so it's
awesome.
sort of interesting. He has a lot of secret sauces that people have been trying to reverse engineer for quite a while. So
And
he's
fried
a
pickles.
pretty famous guy.
That sounds amazing. I can't find this 7645 anywhere. It's not showing up.
I can't find it today either. So
Yeah, when I put in 7645 in the search, nothing
This one's
comes
in-
up.
This one's in Fresno, correct?
No, it's supposed to be in San Francisco. I have no idea.
I don't think it is.
Somebody give
Upland's
us.
having some issues.
So,
On to the next.
All
Well,
right.
actually, the nice thing about the Dave's barbecue is always that they even have a vegetarian menu item. It's called the moist towelette.
oh wow. That excites me, as I was a vegetarian for most of my life. I'm a meat eater now, but people still know me as a vegetarian. It's strange.
Yeah, I'm a meatitarian.
Yeah, I'm a meatitarian now.
So UN Dollar actually owns 2351 Mission Street.
All right.
23?
And that is yes.
All right, yes.
Oh, that's how you say
2351 Mission Street.
name, UN dollar? I thought it was $1. $1. So I've never been to this place.
Gashead Tavern.
I've heard that this place is maybe a little overrated and maybe overpriced. So I wouldn't go there if you don't have a lot of UPX. And it might be a fabricated excuse for a bar. Something else is going on at this place for sure. They failed their last 3 health inspections, and there's a lot of rumors about the owner itself, not the Upland owner, but the owner who actually owns a real life bar there. So when I heard the Uplander was $1, it's kind of fitting considering some of the special services they offer in the back room there for a very low price compared to.
Now, if you go to their street view for that property, there is amazing graffiti and street art in every angle of this parking lot.
Yep, I'm
Hey,
looking
cool.
at it right now.
I'm looking at it.
It's a very cool feature.
Yeah.
Do you have dollar active? Does anybody ever chat with that person?
I've never heard of him,
No, this is the first time
other than when you drop that in.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they might be tied to China somehow.
So,
Well, I hear the best thing on the menu is the ale braised mussels, and should be washed down with a simple Sierra Nevada pale ale.
That's a
I
good
usually
combo.
just carry around ale-fed mussels. No, no joke.
All right, our great friend Maddit has the next one. Maddit, who doesn't know
before you
Maddit?
continue- Hey, Pat, before you continue,
Yes, sir.
how did you select these? Was it just all of the bars that you know of in San Francisco?
Actually, we have in the Upland Nights, by the way, great intro. In the Upland Nights channel or server, there is a drop zone for anybody who has a bar to drop the address, and then I just go check it out, make sure it's a Pilates studio, and if we look on the internet and it says it's a bar, it's a bar. But yeah, people just submitted them. So.
Oh, so that's the deal. It has to be a bar to get on the pub crawl. Makes sense.
Yeah, a bar or a pub.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure MB has.
What about a restaurant
also
that serves
sent-
alcohol?
Yeah, well, that's
Okay,
famous Dave's. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I think I'm gonna have to put together a dispensary crawl in San Francisco with my collection.
Ooh, good idea.
Oh, that'd be fun too. Yeah, distilleries would count too. I mean, our next one. What a great intro. Next one's actually a local pub and brewery, which I love. I love a microbrewery.
Nice.
They make the best stuff, and it's usually local. And this local pub and brewery, aptly named Local Brewing, they didn't really stretch on that one. It's been on the scene only since 2010, but they're really making their mark by having the 2015 California State Fair Award-winning lager. And if you know anything about California, that's a damn big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of history because, as Pat said, it was just recently opened. It's owned by a guy named Reagan Long.
Wait, do we have an address for this spot?
Yeah, it's 83 Bluxome Street. It's Bluxome Street, unless Pat got it wrong like she did the other one.
Now, is the owner an adult film star with a name like that?
Well, no, I don't think so. He's actually, I was going to post a link to his video because he's really a cool kid. He's the place is really known for what they call a trade wind tropical stout. It's a crafted beer that was inspired by some history with the British, who used to pretty much brew the same style of beer, and they would send it down to the Caribbean. It's a very fruity flavor type beer. So yeah, but what they do, this whole bar is unique. That everything's custom built because he's a technology geek. So
I clicked on Street View and you're in somebody's apartment. There's the toilet, there's the kitchen.
Oh, hey!
Yeah.
I
Nice
can see
little...
what the thermostat's set to.
Seriously.
It's 66 degrees in this lovely apartment.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
we should request Upland to get these things fixed, or let us figure out how to fix it for them. I'm not sure if they're pulling these pictures from some database. If so, they should get some of these things fixed. Huh?
Well, it's Google. It's Google Street View, is it not?
Oh, it's Google. Oh,
Yeah.
so Google's got it wrong. Interesting.
Yeah, I think they're just linked to, I don't know how it works. It's clearly an apartment that's a very insignificant part of this building. I don't know how they got inside of it either. I mean, this person needs a new roll of toilet paper. You're really inside their house here.
Yeah, no, you're literally reading. It's insane. It doesn't. It seems like an Airbnb. You know, like it doesn't seem like somebody lives here. It's too.
They may have gone out of business, honestly. Like I said, the guy's really young. His background is advanced technology. He was originally in Oregon, where he designed these custom brewery pieces, basically. And before that, he was an oceanographer who loved to like blend art and science, is what he says. He likes art and science.
Cool.
Blend it. So maybe he doesn't know anything about brewing, and that's why he's no longer in business. Right? Maybe he's still in business, and the picture's wrong.
Yeah, now that
I
looks
always
like,
wanted to be an oceanographer.
well, it looks like they probably have an Airbnb upstairs or something, but it probably links to that address, and that's the first picture that algorithm found or whatever works.
He's selling lager in the middle of a pandemic. He lives there now, dude. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're getting to another one.
We're only going to be able to go to the parking lot.
I think we're getting to another pub here pretty shortly where the owner still lives at home, and so we'll talk about that in a bit, I think.
All right. Yeah. Well, we can follow up with Matt here as well. He owns this property. He'll have to fill us in on what's going on.
Actually, they say they claim to still be in business, and that 2015 winning lager is the Blux and Black lager, in fact. But as it's the holidays, I felt like checking out the Plaid Pajamas, which suggests it's a spicy amber lager. And in fact, it matches your pants there. We all know that Left House is wearing plaid pajama pants under that. It's always business on the top, pajamas on the bottom with him.
At least he's wearing something down there.
I was gonna say, is it
pajamas,
pants day?
but they're like old man pants, but they kind of look pajama-y, you know. They're like wool, you know.
I know everyone's just thinking, wait, that's business on the top?
Party in
Left
the back
House.
or something. Like my hat, you know. The party's in the back.
What's your day job? A street hood?
Basically.
Okay, so MB77 owns our next one, which is 212 Rich. That's RITCH. Not rich like I got money. Street. And this is the Darwin Cafe and Bar. And if we can tear TML away from his white wine spritzer, let's head over there.
Yeah, I can talk to this actually. And I've been there a few times in real life. When I was younger, with business colleagues, it was always a business trip. We always drank a lot on our business trips. And I don't know if it's changed or not, but from what I remember or what I recollect, there was a lot of pissed off war veterans that would visit there. And I think we went about eight or nine times between a couple trips. And every single time there was these war veterans who were talking smack. But they hire a lot of hot Korean staff, these hot chicks that I'm not sure if that's their on purpose or not. But every time I went there, that was the case. And they had there was a lot of intellectual conversation there. And between, you know, the owners and the staff and the people who visited there was a lot of discussion about Asian history versus U.S. history and war. And they would run circles around knowledge on that in those areas from I don't know the history of as much as about Asian history, but for some reason they really cater to that crowd.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a motorcycle joint as well, if I'm looking at the right street view.
Give
here.
me the address again. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's 212. And by the way, we'll have the list down below. The Left House. Oh, I see he's put on his hat. The list below for anybody who wants to do this when we're not around to help out these people get a few UPX in their pocket.
Where are you putting the list?
You're putting it below.
Oh, I am. Am I doing it? Oh, yeah. In the description, you mean? Yeah, I'll do that. Absolutely.
In the description.
Okay. I thought you were
Yes.
putting it on the Upland Nights page somewhere. All right. So
We'll do that. It's already
Rich,
there.
212 Rich,
212 Rich, RITCH.
RIT. Okay. Okay.
And that's
And
owned by
actually,
MB77, right? That's MB77s.
it is. And the interesting thing there that you just said, Mars, about it being a motorcycle joint, it actually is the home of the famous Darwin Motors.
Okay.
So
They
they recently.
I see they have also a racing bicycle, but then you can see out of the door that there's some European stuff out front. It looks like.
Oh yeah. And you can actually get the beers in 5 weight 30 or 10 weight 30.
Excellent.
That's a charming little spot. That's cool.
That is cool.
Okay,
Garage
so the
white
next
wine
one.
spritzers there, sure. Why not?
Yeah, TML could definitely get a couple of white wine spritzers, or maybe he'll go wild and have a light beer. You don't know. You don't know. Draken93 owns our next one, which is actually, speaking of Recurrier, we weren't, but Recurrier did this as his spotlight business. It is 388 11th Avenue. And this place is called Would You Believe? And it has the coolest icon I've seen. You have to check it. You have to check out this place. It offers a place with style, good music, and a cozy atmosphere. A place where you can enjoy delicious drinks from around the world and have good conversations. They suggest you don't even have to shout, but now, of course, with COVID-19, you bastards need to stay 6 feet apart. so launch it to your friends across the room, right? They believe that good spirits are expensive enough, and so they don't charge overblown prices for their drinks.
What the hell? When you go to Street View, they've got this like blurred out of that spot. Like it's blurred out. Like aliens are. They just take. It's like the weirdest. There's like a sandstorm going right where the building was. It's insane.
Yeah, I think they're in witness protection.
Yeah, for real. But if you reverse it, you go 180. There's a nice, sweet old car sitting there next to a crappy new car. I don't know what. Yeah, that's a weird combo.
I'm noticing just by coincidence, Upland put us on the same trajectory here, Upland or Left House. So we're kind of racing across the map. It's pretty funny.
That's true.
I actually have a YouTube cutaway, hopefully, for this particular one. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Let me get it teed up here.
Sure.
Quick.
We can share your screen if you want. If it's a video, if it's visual.
It's mostly audio.
Okay.
Let me kick it off. See if it. Hopefully it comes through all right. You let me know if it's loud enough. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll turn it up.
Touch that right. That's so dumb and childish.
Do you believe Will you please be quiet? Dr. Marshall needs silence.
I can feel so little time is I really don't think it's
Left us a party.
Yeah, usually you have to pay for something like this. Oh, gosh. How you should sit on this.
All right, here you go. You believe in life after love for you.
God damn it! Now I'm gonna be singing that song all day.
That's old, right? Yeah, that's old school.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's Jim Juice. This is Jim Juice. I should share my screen for this one, actually.
Yeah, go for it. You're eligible.
Now, while we were listening to that little ditty, I bought Korean Village Wooden Charcoal across the street. I'm not really sure what that means, but
Maybe they serve drinks. You're on the next pub crawl.
Korean Village Wooden Charcoal.
Well, I'm gonna buy the one right next to you just for fun.
Kono Mama?
Yep.
We're
Nice.
moving so quick. We're moving so quick through these bars. I don't even think we're actually paying or drinking, right? That seems like to be the case.
I do quick work.
But we can count on Jim Juice here. Jim Juice got us covered here. Can you see my screen?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, here's Jim Juice on the track.
I'm so drunk.
I'm so drunk I can barely see, but it helps me get through another day. My stomach is filled with haggis and hat. I've got to get puking some hay.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Let's hope it's a Scottish lager, right? Because if it's not Scottish, it's crap.
That's crap.
maybe I can stop sharing if I can figure out this technology.
God, see if I can help you.
Should be top center, maybe.
I got it. I got it for you.
Thank you.
We
Thank
did
you.
it. Yeah.
Okay, on to the next one. Everybody, MB77, MB77. I'm gonna ask him what that means. It's got to mean something, right? MB77 owns 2232 Bush Street. Now this, I'm pretty sure, is just his basement. If you look, it is literally, it's not even marked as a bar. We let it slide because, as we know, COVID rules apply. If he's selling a $1 hot dog, it's a bar.
It says,
And if his mom's home, maybe we even get a pizza roll.
Ooh, I
it says
love pizza rolls.
OTD. Just OTD is all it says on the label. Yeah.
That's it.
So I chatted with MB77 a few months back, and MB still stands for Milwaukee Brew, he said.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's just a garage door.
Yeah, he's the fellow with the cool Orko from He-Man as well in Discord.
Oh yeah, that guy.
I figured it counts. I mean, because it says Bush, it's Bush Street. It harkens to Bush Gardens.
It is
and
labeled,
Clydesdales. It has beer vibes.
it is labeled as a restaurant or something.
It is, yeah.
I'm going around the front on Street View to see what it looks like. So put you in the alley.
Yeah, it's ugly.
It's confusing. I try to get some information about this. They actually go by Beer Basement, and the real life owner is named Steve. I don't know what his last name is, but there's also somebody else who also helps run the show. But he's a 26-year-old who has no plans of leaving home and decided to turn his parents' basement into a bar just to make extra money to pay for his video games and drinking habit. But he doesn't employ anyone, so when you go, there's no employees. Everything's self-service. You just grab beer out of the refrigerator and leave some bucks on the table. So feel free to wander around his house. He says, you can just, doesn't matter. You can hang out in his house as long as you want, or pull up a beanbag and watch him build on his Minecraft empire.
Wow.
That's all bullshit, by the way. I made that up. I have no idea.
Oh man,
Why are you messing
may
with
or
the
may not be
fantasy?
bullshit.
But it sounds like a cool place if there was something like that.
Man, you just ruined the whole
What
life.
did the Street View have? Oh, you said it's definitely someone's basement.
Is this a garage door?
I gotta get out of here. I went inside and started making pizza bagels. I gotta get out of here.
They're all just these secret underground places that require like a password, like Yellow Monkey or something, like Crypto Monkey, and then you get in.
Yes.
All right, so now we have Gobby, our good friend Gobby, who's always gabbing in Upland Nights, by the way. He's always supporting the channel. So very happy to drop him a few upicks at 333 Geary Street. That's Geary Street.
Gary.
Spell straight.
What's the name of the bar?
This is the very famous Lefty O'Doul's,
yeah,
and this has got a great story because it actually started out as the Theatre St. Francis.
How do you spell
And what
Gary
was-
again?
There's more to it than that, actually, Pat. First off, this is a property we all should try to scam Gobby for, because it's a real old place. It's named after the San Francisco-born and bred baseball player Lefty O'Doul. It's a cafeteria-style bar and restaurant that's been around since 1958. The menu is a classic dinner style with turkey patties, pies, and sandwiches. So Lefty O'Doul, I don't know if you guys know anything about baseball, but he was not only very famous here in the States, he was also a baseball ambassador to Japan. So when you see the Tokyo Giants love this guy. So actually, before they became a real baseball team in Japan, they really revered this guy. So they named their baseball team, their professional baseball team in Japan, after the team that he played for, which was the Giants. So when you see Tokyo Giants, it kind of links back to Lefty O'Doul. He owned a couple of restaurants in San Francisco, and it was traditional that during Christmas and Thanksgiving, only the San Francisco poor, the San Francisco addicted, or anyone struggling in San Francisco to get by could actually attend his Christmas and Thanksgiving parties. They would receive a hot meal and a present. And there's a whole lot of other stories that are linked to him and his wife as well. They're all very positive about how he gave back to the community. Something interesting, he used to visit the dog patch on his days off to feed the stray dogs that would be wandering around the streets. The dog patch was named after, when they started settling there, they named it Dog Patch because there was a lot of dogs running around homeless, and it was kind of a mess. But he would hang out there and feed them.
No,
He's also the inventor of the O'Doul's beer, the non-alcoholic beer, I believe.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm making that up. I don't know if that's true.
All right. Well, there you go.
It just sounded right.
No, I was just hitting up.
Is that water, by the way, Left House? The non-alcoholic beer? Is it just?
It's just water. Yeah, he invented water.
Yeah, it's water with food coloring.
Yes.
There you go. It's brown food coloring water. That sounds terrible. That sounds. Let's give that to the vegans.
No, I just found something from about a year ago that Lefty O'Doul's owner allegedly plotted bribe for restaurant lease. There's some shady activity going down at Lefty O'Doul's, apparently.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like Upland, actually.
Sounds like Dog Patch specifically, which we're on to next, by the way. I was kind of sad that I didn't get any bars submitted in Merced Manor because, I mean, what a place to be on Monday. We're going to get such great cell reception for all these Zoom meetings, right?
Are there bars in Mercy Manor?
I don't think so.
I think it's just houses.
I think it's full of just Pilates instructors and vegans. Yeah, there's no. Speaking of Pilates, which we know is clearly an Olympic sport, last but certainly not least, we are going to the Dog Patch Hounds Sports Arena and Bar, which is home of the Dog Patch Hounds.
What's the address?
Has done a great job. I think it's, what is it? Two-tone. Tell me what the name of it.
Tone to tone.
Tone to tone sports, sports casting, the broadcasting, and we'll have the link below so you can, you can check that out. And Sir's going to talk further about that as we make our way to 888. Don't you love the ones where they're all the same? 888 Tennessee Street. That is TENNESSEE Street. Just in case someone asks.
All I can really add to this is that I had no involvement with any of this, but I'm very happy that it's taking place. Ronald Rump has done a great job at organizing a hockey league. The goal I think he has in mind is to have more neighborhoods join in so we can all compete on the hockey rink. I think the current season is kicking off. I don't know, is the first game tonight? I can't remember exactly. But he's
yes, sir.
He's pretty much he modded his NHL game. So you actually have players from Upland making up the squads, and the teams are named after neighborhoods. But I think currently right now there's just a Dog Patch Hound versus San Francisco something, I don't remember. But if anyone from any neighborhood's interested in getting involved, and if you like hockey, reach out to myself, to Pat, to Ronald Rump directly, and Ronald Rump will get you involved, and he'll set you up with a team. He'll modify the game so your players are listed there, and he will work on identifying what your configuration settings are, which is basically, your stats, how well you play, things like that. Even though he modded it, every game is AI controlled, so he has no way of actually predicting who's going to win, who's going to score, who's going to fight.
Correct.
Things like that. So it's kind of fun to watch. Watching Left House cruise around, Mars cruise around, and the whole team there. So I've watched some of his preseason stuff that he's been sending me. And I think he wants to expand into UFC fighting as well, one-on-one combat. So I think this is his forte into seeing how well sports in Upland takes off or doesn't take off. But I suspect it's going to be something that in the future could be interesting. especially if we can get to a point where we can start betting on it with UPX or
Which we will, yes, sir.
outside of.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think there needs to be like, some sort of NFT sort of gamified sort of thing with, as us as the players, there's got to be some sort of way that you could then like put up your NFTs, like as like you're playing for each other's cards or something like that. There's got to be some sort of mechanic there that would make the whole thing really
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
unique
Yeah.
and interesting.
He's
I
one
think.
step ahead of you. He's actually one step ahead of you. He started creating cards with the players on it, like playing cards.
Wicked.
That's
right.
going to come out.
Very cool.
I think he stopped doing that and focused on trying to get the season worked out, and then he's going to jump back over and start creating NFT cards.
Yeah, he's a man with a lot of projects like myself. We have something special, planned for Mount Olympus, but it's taken some time.
Tell us what's going on with Mount Olympus. Share.
Oh, well, we'll let it out there. You know a little bit about it, but there's a lot of lore and a lot of secrets up there in Mount Olympus that we're going to start opening up to the rest of the Upland community bit by bit here. There's already some players out there seeking the Golden Fleece, and you know who you are, but if not, we may be in contact.
Excellent. Can you give us a date of when we can hear a little bit more?
We can't, unfortunately. We have a lot of irons in the fire here, so it's kind of an ambiguous project here as far as the deadline. But those of you who will be called on for the challenge, there's really no timeline. Just be ready to answer the bell.
And as well, just to go back to the old hockey stuff, we'll be covering it on the news here. You'll see some highlights and whatnot.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
We'll keep the Metaverse up to date on what's going on in the season. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, lots of work being put in by Ronald Rump, and we appreciate that, and it's a good time. So I'm just looking to get my first official regular season fist fight here pretty quick.
Yeah, they're actually going to be doing that in Little Hollywood. Yes. So dog patchers will be going to the Boneyard in Little Hollywood. We've always worked with Jim Juice, great guy, and so this will just be another thing where the toe-to-toe broadcast. So hopefully, Left House will also stream those sports highlights from the fights. That'll be fun.
I want to get in on this Buena Vista thing. I'm starting to get a little flustered here. What's going on over there? Sounds like something's going to pop pretty big. We're super excited. This really just means that I have to go buy more property there, and I've been sending people over there to buy as well. So that place is going to get sold out pretty quick.
Yeah, it's filling up. I recently made another run below the park. Up I believe to the right of the Buena Vista Park. There's a few pretty sparse blocks, but other than that, it's filling in pretty quick. So I'm starting to make my move into the other parts of Buena Vista as well. But yeah, we'll keep you in the loop, Nietzsche. We did fill you in a little bit, but this is not going to be a wide open project that we're running here. It's invitation only to the player that we think can seek the fleece. So
that's totally cool. I wouldn't be able to contribute much anyway, but I'm very excited to see what you guys come up with. That big park up in the north side, you guys have plans for that park?
Yeah, we'll have to see how ownership is sorted out. I have, depending on what, we're actually able to do, I have a million ideas for that park. But yeah, hopefully we'd be able to put some kind of large structure, possibly for performances, but it really depends. Like you said, you got to stay agile here and see what the future brings. So we're just ready to roll with the punches, whichever direction we go.
Cool. So I guess that completes our club call, and I'm not even buzzed. So
that's it?
Yeah. Hopefully we get some more, right? We need more people to submit more addresses, and I'm going to swing by and collect some additional ones. I have no idea what the street view is going to look like.
So,
yeah,
some of them are just a woman taking a selfie.
Do you have any other topics for these kind of crawls? Because I'd like to see at some point, and it probably needs to span New York's, Fresno, and San Francisco, like famous or well-known places where they build guitars, Like,
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
there's a lot of out there.
Yeah, I'll definitely put together a dispensary tour in the future. And I know with these kind of niche scavenger hunt type of property finds, I know Upland Am, who's on the Red Planet crew, is an excellent scout for the real world map. So we'll see if he can come up with a few more unique pubs for us.
And we thank everyone who did submit an address and got into it and had fun. It's really what Upland Nights is about, right? We're just about having fun and kind of bringing something a little more to blue boxes and floating explorers.
Oh, this was
Just
awesome. You guys
a
did
little bit of fun.
a hell of a job bringing the information about the bars and the owner Steve and stuff. I mean, that's some detailed, fun, trivia shit. I love it. This is a great idea.
Speaking of fun, a lot of people have been asking when we're going to have our next poker tournament. So Left House and we have been talking February.
Yeah.
So there. Some sort of Cupid's revenge poker.
Yeah, I love
poker
poker.
tournament where you lose everything.
That's it. All or nothing. Yeah, put your heart on the line poker tournament.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe we can plan.
That's its name.
Maybe we can plan a little more of a party, for something around that time instead of so much information. Play a little more music and things like that. See what we can cook up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But we should definitely do more of these crawls. I'm down to keep them going. So this is cool.
Yeah,
And like Left House
appreciate-
says, they'll be down below. So if anybody has some spare cents, just help people out and swing by and check out those bars, basements, and Pilates studios.
Yeah, we appreciate all the fun that you guys bring from the Upland Night server, keeping a whole nother level of engagement for the community. So it's awesome putting together these events, with the Flicker Shack, poker, a lot of entertainment provided over there.
Yes. Very cool. You guys are heroes, man. This is awesome. I learned a lot today. I never thought that would happen. So thank you guys.
I should take this moment also to say, Left House, thank you for creating the most horrifying JPEG image
cat?
I've ever seen. Yes, the llama cat. It's the most horrifying image I've seen as an avatar. And why am I in yellow Jello?
I don't know. You said you needed a llama cat image or like some sort of so. I just grabbed the cat's head and a llama's body, put them together, started mixing up with the filters, and man, did I love it. I think it turned out great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. It might be a little scary, but yeah, I don't know. I like scary animals.
Like most things we do, it's awkwardly fantastic.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Awkward.
All right, should you take us out here, Left House? I think our club crawl is over, and I'm going to start drinking in real life. So,
all right. Well, sounds good then. Yeah, let's get out of here. Thanks for ever doing this, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. Yeah, like you were saying there, we'll get all the addresses in the description. And good morning, good noon, and good night. We'll see you guys in the Metaverse.
Bye.
Have a good one.